happen when you find that someone's toxic. After that, you're unwilling to participate in all the night. She replied, I really wish that I could leave, but I can't. So since we're both here, maybe you could take my hand and walk with me. Come walk with me through my hood. Come on and take a walk with me. Where redemption ain't all good. Take my hand, take my hand. Baby, if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand. Maybe if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand.
Yeah. Be the man. The K.
Tule wate. Yeah. I feel I'm mobile shouty, I buy the full squad to link ADK, Kubolo Sisi don't shout. We pull up with a new baby bear, you shut down, la pass for bang, we never go down. Mumpaya sem na yenima, we don't shout. Street boy hustle for the money and don't shout. So we shout, we don't shout. You need to order Yareka Capio, but we don't shout. Where you groovy, feeling the star, and it's a movie. I dream to me some now with him, so many you. May Yamade, I know get your time when you meet duty. Your bad mind, they never go the movie.
If you are done, na pants pen a mauro, now we shout it. Kanta gang, you know, for now you shout it. Bantama girls are dropping, I be shaggy will be on the conti pound draw. I brony be ye, la passy phone, what now 1,000. Counter back, put now we shout it. Bandasa, the po cry, your boy hat tricky, burobi palm, be quado. Misu Amini be me botomu amanyamio. Man, you better man queen comedy on Kajai. Friday night, head and heel, and I'm the boost, I land you. I chill, Sana boys in crack up. Yana me game now, so me I'm a barber. A banner sign on the pack to pack, Attica, Phantom Mamba.
Another banger for the street, don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. You wear my 24 mama beat, make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who could a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. If I had the actually how you go eat, or brand of the cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
We dey score there, Tomatula pass, don't shout. Rappers there 7, but I be the plus, don't shout. I call a set my station, we go bus. So what's this how we do coin, yes, I cry, you know, free pass, don't shout. We dey come plus some new groove. This year more energy, glucose, don't shout. They then don't say the KB, the new age, we go shatter them soon, gringo. We dey mad from the east to the north to the south, don't shout. Don't get never back at to get knockout. Cast water, take a she run about, no sir. I'm a fair, I'm a get me, don't shout. Small boy danger. I read, we dey make CVs of the wonder. Too much sauce, be like it for us some ginger. Paddy made a no, we go shine forever. Hey, Charlie made a no, we go shine forever.
Another bang up for the street, don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. You wear my 24 mama beat, make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who put a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. If I had the actually how you go eat, or brand will be cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
Me, I never flat you before. Me, I never chopped Gary before. Benny no be me cause me I know the lie. Don't shout. Me know me we brama me man will hide. Don't shout. While they send me credits make I take post at abandon. ECG PDS start roll. Light a candle. A torchlight. A flash gear. Give highlight. You know they see We get sorry for me kwan so very good jack. If a man try cross, I won't do jack. So wo bana ye chiwa. Don't shout. God go be mumu he walk out solid. Don't shout. Baby you go make your roommate take it calm. Don't shout. Now so Allah say wo kremwa.
Another banger for the street. Don't shout. For the boys, for the girls, don't shout. You wear my 24 mama beat, make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat, don't shout. Fine girl, now so one to a K, don't shout. Who could a laptop, so one search it, don't shout. If I had the actually how you go eat, or brand will be cheap, DJ put on repeat, don't shout.
You know, this next cut is a collaboration, between the homeland and the new land. We have Kels, my man Sherman Wells, Same, the name of this one, y'all. Tell the truth, Tuesday, 4 o'clock, we got the councilwoman coming in, Councilman Johnson,
we don't
boss
come
with
for trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah.
I'm not here for no trouble. I'm just here to explain that my people is tired of brainwashing mind games. From the start, I was told that we was at a disadvantage. Well, if you believe in his story, that was my understanding. We descendants of slaves, but now they keep stressing we free. With all the agendas they still pushing in our communities, the lack of unity like you and I could never be. Subconsciously taught to think my own race is my true enemy. But now I know we guys with mental higher ways of thinking. And we was free before slave ships and Abe Lincolns. And Martin tried to preach us, and Malcolm tried to reach us, and Rosa Parks showed us that we really don't have to give our seat up. Somehow we fail to see the power of our true potential, except it's still wanted from people proving that they still against you. We need to heal ourselves before we try to integrate. Remember, everything is not food
We
that
don't
get put on your
come
plate.
for trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah. Living in a land, got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, push it for a reason. Gotta win and got it for a reason. Yeah, living in a land, got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, push it for a reason. Gotta win and got it for a reason. My people bleed out, but why we bleed out? Kids is deep in. We don't come for trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah.
Walk with me. Take my hand, man. 5 steps away from my porch, headed to the corner store. Could already smell the aromas of death, lust, and hydro. Our kids playing out in the streets, making one to pop their mouths, talking disrespectful. Hell, you never see their parents around. A block away from my crib, walking through a gang slang and gang bang. Lost souls repeating the same things. But it wish that I could move right now, but I can't. So since we're both here, maybe you could take my hand and walk with me. Come out with me through my hood. Come on and take a walk with me. Where redemption ain't all good. Take my hand, take my hand. Maybe if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand. Maybe if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand. About 2 more blocks to go before I reach my destination. Perspiration, 97 degrees, I'ma need that hydration. Contemplating for the first time I'm buying a strap. Cause only 50 feet from my current stance, but brothers getting jacked. And I can't do a thing besides walk on by. Because I don't have some heat like they do. Yet it's still my heart cries. Only 1 more block to go to finish my mission. And it's my favorite block cause it's sister that I've been feeling. Hey, what's up, Aisha? Damn, what happened to your eye? But I would be a lie acting like it's the first time. Only once can you play victim when you find that someone's toxic. After that, you're a willing participant in all the night. She replied, I really wish that I could leave, but I can't. So since we're both here, maybe you could take my hand and walk with me. Come out with me through my hood. Come on and take a walk with me. Where redemption ain't all good. Take my hand, take my hand. Maybe if you take my hand, Finally again you'll understand. Maybe if you take my hand, finally again you'll understand.
Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. Welcome to the Boss Midday Show. I'm your host, William King, aka the Boss. Again, we got a full lineup. Going to be adding more content, without a doubt. Today, we call it day. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. You know, some people dread this day because they don't know what kind of truth I'm going to talk about. But you know, we ain't want to gossip, so we're going to keep it peaceful on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. But we are a research radio station. Our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better citizens, and better family members. But we put it in practice here. We put it in practice. And so today, we call today Tell the Truth Tuesday, in which we actually tell the truth to ourselves. You can expect other people to lie, cheat, steal, even plot to kill you. You can expect that. But when you lie to yourself, you become a self-victim. Yeah, you allow that those things to happen because you're taking risks with people that you know are risky, that you know are crooked. So being honest with yourself means you got to complete that education, or you need to get that help in regards to substance abuse. Wherever it is, it's being honest with yourself. But also, it's accepting constructive criticism, because there's nothing wrong with the criticism of love. I got it from my mama, my coaches, and I had to adapt rapidly, especially in competition or at home. That behavior has to change rapidly. So there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism, but we put it in practice here because right now I think we become a society where we're very sensitive and we cancel people out. We don't give people another chance. We act like everyone is supposed to be perfect. You know, they have all these perfection tools that are around us, like Photoshop, and now they got this new phone. I think Google created where they could take out stuff, take out people out of your photo. It's always a manipulation game. And coming from a security, you know, I'm concerned, you know, about anything that can manipulate, you know, video or photos. You know, people can possibly get framed. I don't know. But we always got to put that in the equation, because that's the way people are, and that's why we call today Tell the Truth Tuesday, because people are used to lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, robbing, raping, killing. And as you see, United States of America, you know, the crime rate, violence is everywhere. I don't know how many mass shootings that we have. Just had another one last night over at Michigan State University. Give our prayers out to those families that lost someone or have been traumatized by that experience. But this Tell the Truth Tuesday, It's all about you. Yeah, it's about you. No one can show more love to self than self. And so let's behave like that today on this rainy day. We know we need rain. It's been kind of dry. We've been having a mild winter, really. Not a lot of, I can't say the word participation, precipitation. I used to stutter. I still stutter a little bit. Precipitation. I think that's how you say it. And so it's going to be raining on and off all day. So make sure you guys travel safely out there as you move throughout the city, without a doubt. Shouts out again to the Kansas City Chief football team. That's our neighbor. Without a doubt, I'm a Viking fan, but my second team, they're the Chiefs. I like Kansas City. I go and hang out in Kansas City all the time and do business down there. And when I was a young lad, yes, I was a young lad, for those riding in school buses, shouts out to all the drivers out there that's transporting our precious cargo. But my sister used to take me to the pro basketball games. Yes, Omaha used to have pro basketball. Y'all didn't know that? That's why I say we bought it over here at 95.7 The Boss. We bought it. Yes, Omaha had pro basketball. It used to be called the Omaha Kansas City Kings. And it came first, Omaha Kansas City King. Now, it wasn't Kansas City Omaha Kings. It was the Omaha Kansas City Kings. And then it moved to, I don't know where it moved to, but I know it's in California now. That's where I think the Sacramento Kings are. But the team played half their games in Omaha at the Civic Auditorium and the other half down in Kansas City, Missouri. I was young. I think I was probably about 8, 9, maybe somewhere between there, somewhere between 6 and 9. So it was in the early 70s. Tiny Archibald was on the team. I remember them playing George Gerving, Iceman, right down here at the Civic Auditorium, but Civic Auditorium is no longer. Memories, histories, but that's why it's so important on this particular day to tell the truth. All right? We're going to keep it rolling, y'all. What we got up next? I don't know what we got next. We're going to keep rolling. All the music that we play are from the Burbs, the Bluffs, the O.
Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like big, let go, moving that wall like mo, warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like big, let go, moving that wall like mo, warrior built like me, Earthman say la bird, Earthman can't find peace, my pace and still be scared, can't stop living like golden, hit the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like gold. Polish style living like gold. I wake up, I feel like I'm chosen. My life gold, need the crown and the Rolex. Hearing my ancestors chant, cause they like was stolen, we back to collect. I need the same, go around my neck. Got me a pin, put a thorn in that beat. Yeah, we just masking the sin. My bro, he a savage, his name on the list, he get nice with the pen. I feel the spirit blowing in the wind, working even when the moon ain't lit. Some good slaves to the game, but we own our own masters and witch. Warrior sound cry war, warrior Warrior sound cry, whoa. Lit like bit, let go. Moving that wall like Mo. Warrior sound cry, whoa. Warrior sound cry, whoa. Lit like bit, let go. Moving that wall like Mo. Warrior belt like me. Earthman say la bird. Earthman came from Paris. From Paris and still be scared. Can't stop living like Goldie. Hit the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like Goldie. Polish style living like Goldie. Here come, guess my time has arrived. Copper prints, aboriginal rise. My ancestors told me you wait to kill Kobe. You know my next movie, no surprise. I'm about to slide at the village. I got my eye on all y'all pilgrims. All you need for desecration. Spirit culture got separated. This is a war zone where my banshee sound of a battle cry raining, dancing, king with arrows and guns and matches, holding my ground 10 toes and standing. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like bit, let go, moving that wall like Mo. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like bit, let go, moving that wall like Mo. Warrior belt like me. Earthman say la bird. Earthman came from Paris. From Paris and still be scared. Can't stop living like Goldie. Hit the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like Goldie. Polish style living like Goldie.
Yeah. Let the bass drop and throw you around. Snatch your cat back, honey, throw them cheeks to the ground. Let the beat rock. It's on your hips. Now you got your dirty whining with some aggressiveness. Yeah. Let the song play, cause it's feeling kinda good like a mini escape. Let me live it up. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm too deep in the zone to leave it alone. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them hips to the ground. Throw them hips to the ground now, now. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your noggin around. Throw your noggin around now, now. Let the ladies rock. Cause we're getting it on. And there ain't no way to stop us cause we're setting the tone. Let the beats pop. Cause we're slaying them down. And if you ain't noticed, honey, we like wearing the crown, yeah. Let the people talk. Cause we know they like the sound of the way their voices is carrying now. Let it all drop. Let it all fall down. We just want one night with no problems around, yeah. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me? Let the beat down. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Throw your knocking around. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Let the beat drop. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Let the bass rock. Throw your chest to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Let the people talk. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, it up. You got to want to get on up. You got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up.
Hey, yeah. Said you looking for a rapper. Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah.
I got what you need, all you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, go.
She staring at me like she shell-shocked, like she just seen Tupac. She bent it over, then she made it drop. And then I stuck it in the mailbox. Real thick like Latifah. Her girl got a girl like Monifa. I'm on fire, man, I spit ether. Yeah, they want me like the Drake feature. Let me lick that. So sweet like a Fanta. Real juicy Tropicana. Put it in her mouth, that banana. She want a thug in the light, so them blanks ain't in a ride. Hey, she called me over last night, so I came through and gave her that. Said you looking for a rapper. Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah.
I got what you need, all you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl.
Baby, baby, come on over here and get it. Feel it, roll with it. It was softer than some linen last night. It was right, we in tune, satellite. Out of sight, out of mind. I should feel it for the people like a summer. I clean it out and flush it. Do it like a new video. Go ahead and bust it for your daddy. Let me get back to the money like I'm Weezy. I ain't never gonna be the one that's gonna take it easy. I'ma get up in the kitty like a checkup from the clinic. When I'm in it, you gon' think it was a never innocent and how I make you feel the life of a trapper. Yeah, that snapper got me feeling for no reason. Now I pick it up and eat it like I mean it. I don't mean it, that's the way I am, and I ain't never acting. I'm a captain, I'm so certified to make you feel the action like a blessing. You got values, true values. Giselle or Chanel can't even understand you.
Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah.
I got what you need, all you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby, baby, this a rock-a-bye, baby, girl.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Feel like I be lost in my own thoughts. For real.
Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. It's cause nobody intervenes until they see you perishing. I don't want you to wait until I die to cherish me. Cause baby, I'm the king, I can't let you embarrass me. Doing in the end for me, it ain't nobody rare as me. Sick of those abusing me, misusing and confusing me. Usually I'm the target, it's like they always choosing me. So I keep my heart guarded so I don't end up losing me. I done been broken hearted before, it's nothing new to me. They thought I was retarded cause I maneuver stupidly. When in my head I thought no one maneuvered as smooth as me. A bunch of people faking, they be acting cool with me. Steady smiling in my face and probably plan on shooting me. Last dude tried to kill me, used to go to school with me. Been knowing up since second grade, you really grew me. Now I can't leave the house unless I got that two of me. Be a cold day in hell before I let you fool with me. Girl, you wasting your time if you plan on seducing me. You can shake that booty me, but girl, it ain't amusing me. Baby, I would rather know what can you really do for me. Cause you gotta hit the door if you got plans to ruin me. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. If you accept me, then accept how I'm living. If you respect me, then respect my decisions. I've been thugging with a passion. There's some things you can't imagine. Got mama telling me I need to move different. I've been tripping. I don't know why me and my daughter so distant. I don't know why they wanna ride in my image. I know they don't want me completing my mission. Only God is my witness. Yeah, the same people I call family abandoned me. Say they love me and wouldn't lend a helping hand to me. So when I'm up and finally able to manage me, I bet I won't forget the things you did to damage me. Saying sorry was just a way that you could banish me. But you can keep them fake apologies you handed me. Slowly but surely becoming the man I plan to be. I got a plan for me, but I don't think you understand. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy.
Rolling deep in these streets like the Taliban's. I slaughter, dog, I gotta go harder. Holding heat until I blow like a cylinder daily. I paid me to provide as a father. Doing what I can, showing them a better man. Hustle a little faster, pray a lot harder. Till I got bread in my hand like dimmer dance. Till I'm just hustling to touch and make a rubber bands. Without losing my kids or losing contraband. You understand what I'm stressing when I'm stressing, man? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of life. And everybody keep on saying.
And not because I thought you had me sad, even though you showed we could have had it all, but all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. I've been trying with my heart, living this life from the very start. I know one thing that's for sure. The more they try to stop me, the more that I'm gonna go.
I got Caesar, got D, no Similac. Ain't shit for free for me, no simping that. Luxury seem like a dream, give me some of that. Unity be one thing I know my people lack. What's ridicule if you lashes across the back? Crossover never crossed out, the blanket for the pack. Left a board, return the man with a plan. I think God forgive me one time, man, without reaching back.
But all you saw was you. You got too far inside. I'd like to have me sad, even though you show no trace at all.
All right, man. I can tell you, man, we got so much talent here in the Burbs, the Bluffs, the O. Got a comedy show coming up Thursday. I got some tickets to give away probably tomorrow or Thursday to my man El Stupo bringing in some comedy. And then also we're gonna be giving away some tickets to my man Cat Williams. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna be dropping that this week, y'all. So make sure you guys, take care on this Valentine's Day. Yeah, it is Valentine's Day. My man, I just got off the telephone with him. I ain't gonna say his whole name. He called it Sucker Day. He called Valentine's Day Sucker Day. Now I know a lot of people do get suckers because I remember being in school and you get no suckers. You had a Halloween party. I used to love the Halloween party because, if you're an introvert, you're scared. You want to talk to that girl. You want to talk to that boy. But the best way to do it is during Valentine's Day because you can the Valentine card speak for you, or the Valentine candy card speak for you. Say I love you, or I want to treat you, kiss me. It has all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So you let your card do the talking. So for all the grown folks out there, yeah, I know you're grown. Yeah, you're grown. I'm gonna give you some advice. Everybody want love. Everybody want love. Everybody want love. Ain't no. Everybody want love. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna give you some help. I'm gonna give you some help today. Okay, so this is some advice that I got. Sometimes you gotta have a sense of humor too. Have a sense of humor, but this is for real. Love the one that want to love you. All right. What that means is, sometimes we seek in other people and we want their love and affection, and the chemistry might not be there. I'm gonna keep it like that. The chemistry might not be there, but then you got somebody else that wants you. So sometimes you got to go with the one that love you, that wants you. All right. We're gonna make it very simple. So now that should create some phone calls right there. That should cause some kind of interaction right there alone, because everybody is seeking someone else, but someone is seeking you. So I'm just saying, holler at the one that's seeking you. I know it might not be the one that you want, but you got to go with the one that wants you. All right. Okay, that's lesson one. On this love day, my man call it Sucker Day. Others call it Valentine Day. Okay. My second advice, I am Reverend New Hope, the only hope you got. So these are advice from Reverend New Hope, the only hope you got. So, okay, that's the first advice. Second advice is, let me write these down so I won't forget them. I might have used these advices myself. Okay. Let me see. Let me get a pen. Now, what was my first advice again? My first advice was to love the one that love you or wants you. All right, number two. On this Valentine's Day, some people call it Sucker Day. Some people call it Love Day. Tip two on getting love. is, all right. I think I might use both my tips. Okay. Again, tip 2. I think we're gonna go with the tip 1. Again, love the one that love you. I think that's another tip. I think you can't go wrong with that tip. You can't go wrong with tip 1. I think we should use it for tip 2 again. All right. So no, I'm kidding. So no, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that one. We're gonna keep that. Tip 3. Extroverts. If you have an extrovert personality, happy Valentine's Day, Facebook. What's up, Miss Johnson? If you got a extrovert, affect, attitude. That's how you are. You're outgoing and you're very vocal. But you got some people that are introverts that are shy and really don't speak in public. And so tip 3 is that extroverts help the introverts. All right? Yep. Extroverts help the introverts. Now, being a man, the woman want the man always to holler. But the man might be an introvert. So if you're an extroverted woman, go ahead and talk to the man. Go ahead and talk to him. Introduce yourself. You already know he's an extrovert. You already know he's shy. And vice versa. Women, men, if you see, I guess it's supposed to go both ways. Yeah, women can say hi to men too. We want to be acknowledged that we smell good, that we look handsome. Well, we want some compliments every once in a while. I'm pretty sure some gentlemen want some compliments every once in a while. So, tip number 3: extroverts help the introverts. I don't care, male, female, female, male. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You extroverts. It don't make a difference if you're a woman. Go talk to the man. And man, if you are an extrovert, holler at one of your introvert, holler at one of your extroverted homeboys. Go hang out with him. He gonna holler at somebody, then he gonna bring you along, and vice versa. So women, if you're an introvert, ain't no man talking to you because they're an introvert, and you got 2 introverts, how y'all gonna meet? How the love connection gonna happen? So I'm trying to give you some love tips, y'all. Love 101. That's tip 3. Extroverts help the introverts. All right. On this day of love, some people call it Sucker Day. Some people call it Valentine's Day. All right. So I gave y'all 3 tips to increase some love today. If you already got some love already, if you already have a love in your life, my bad, then do something different this year. Do something different. And women, surprise y'all men. Y'all want men to do things different. Surprise them. Do something different. Men die earlier than everyone. Release some that stress. Surprise them. So on this love day, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I already gave you a couple tips, 3 tips. Love the one that wants you. Forget chasing someone else that don't want you. Call the one that wants you. All right. And then also extroverts help the introverts. Because we got to develop relationships. All right. On this love day. But love needs to be here every day on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. All right. We're going to keep it rolling, y'all. me see what I got up next. My man conceded.
Big bitty bad, big city. Who got the big old big that pretty on tsunami? That's a good kitty. Pretty face, long hair, that's a good fitty. Look at that, I thought he in the hoodie bag. Hit the model chicken down, she throw that goodie bag. Shawty like the skeet like a mini man. Pretty in the leg, toting plenty. It's in Miami, toting plenty. It's the Queens, toting plenty. It's some in the A, shaking plenty. Put the in the face and do a minute blast. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the nami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Nami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
She let me know she wanna get it jumpin'. So I let her know I wanna hit the pumpkin. And then she let me know she wasn't with the front end. Well, get with it, honey, let me hump then. Plump like a plum lady, let me put my thumb in it. Gone, throw my bone in the box like I'm done with it. Dome, no I don't tell her stop, cause she done with it home. Like I know she a thought, but the bun's wicked. And I ain't gotta call her my boo, cause as bad as I wanna, that means she wanna too. I come at her too, I get it crackin', running her through. She ready to go, that means you can run on her too. Hey.
Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the nami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
Ride on this boat, come off of that mouth. Don't act like you don't know what to do with that boat. Then turn ring is there to catch your nip. Yes, I'm my nip. Nah, throw that back when you see a trill. Guaranteed to make a clap when she twerking on. Run it for a plate. I call her booty all day, booty every day.
Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the nami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the. Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
All right. What's up? I'm gonna have the Burbs, the Bluffs. I eat some pecans. My man, I used to play ball with. Just send me some information on for those that want to play professional basketball. There's a process showcase invite April 2023. It's going to be in California. Pro college NIL companies and agencies in attendance. Hold on a second. Let me get some more information. This showcase is providing a platform of exposure and experience for players who would like to explore their options of potentially becoming a professional basketball player. And so if you know someone that had that skill set, might be out of high school, in college or something like that, or might have the skill set to take their talents to the next level, but don't have the opportunity or didn't know this opportunity exists, let them know. There's going to be some agents in their companies who will help participants build their own brand, who will be in attendance. Agents who will also have access to film the players to profile and create their own Showcase will be held in Cypress, California, April 15th. Jerseys, shirts will be provided. Media package will be offered separately. In order to secure a spot, you need to complete a registration and complete a commitment fee of $120. All right. So if you know someone that want to take their game to the next level, and becoming a professional basketball player, this is an opportunity to take your skills to be tested against others, see if you can make it to the next level. I tell everyone, I played college sports, high school sports, and I played semi-pro in some leagues. But statistically, we have parents in around the country that are pushing their children to be professional athletes. I'm going to give you the percentage of the chance that they will become professional athletes across the board. So there's millions of high school athletes. There's millions of basketball players, male and female, football players, male and female, across the nation of America. There's millions of high school kids, millions, black, white, Asian, African, Native American, so European, of all ethnicities, mulatto, wherever you want to call yourself, we got them here. They play in college sport, they play in high school sports in the millions. Out of the millions, you not only want to have thousands of colleges. We don't have millions of colleges. Again, we do not have millions of colleges. We have thousands of colleges. I don't know how many colleges we have, but I know it's in the thousands. So now those million athletes, those million student athletes that want to play college sports, only 7% of those millions of high school student athletes play college sport. Only 7% out of all high school students in America make it to the collegiate level where they play college sports. I don't care if it's JUCO. I don't care if it's division. I don't care if it's NAIA, NCAA Division 3, NCAA Division 2, NCAA Division 1. You got 5 levels of college. And so only 7% of all high school athletes make it to college sports. I was part of that 7%. I received a track scholarship from in Fremont at Midland Lutheran College. I walked on the basketball team. So I played college basketball and I played college track. Ran college track, excuse me. Now, if we go to the pro level, now out of all those thousands of colleges, now you also got free agents that are out of college but still want to get a professional career. They're competing against those college athletes also. So only 7% of all college athletes, again, across America, out of that 7% that play college sports, only 1% make it to the professional leagues. No matter if it's soccer, basketball, now track and field, baseball. So we're pushing our kids to a 1% chance of success. We're pushing our children to a 1% chance of success. We're putting mental pressures on them to excel at an early age when they should be learning. A lot of girls get burnt out because of the push of athletics. So let's be conscientious of that on this Love Day, this Valentine Day. Without a doubt, supposed to have a guest coming through. I know the Councilwoman. Councilwoman Johnson was supposed to come through at 4:00. So I know it's raining out there. Or right there. So get an update of what's going on in the city. And it's best to hear from those that are, that are representing us. And so on this rainy day, make sure y'all stay dry, stay dry. Then also, I'm gonna need some advice because we're gonna be doing our Father Day concert, and I want to know who should we bring? Who should we bring? Who should we bring? Who do y'all want to see for Father's Day? I've been giving some names. Do you want to see an old school concert with like Melly Mel? I mean, like with Fierce Five, or make sure we're no accident. Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow. What about In Vogue? Who would y'all like to see for Father's Day? And then also we got Native Omaha Days coming up. Who would you like to see in concert? Let me know. Let me know. I did get some names earlier. Usually on Father's Day, we bring, the women in to sing to the men. Some people said Moni Long, excuse me, Money Long, Jasmine Sullivan, Summer Walker, her, Ella May, Floetry. Those are some of the ones that we got recommended right now. So let me know who would you like to see come perform in Omaha, Nebraska for Father's Day. We want to. How you doing, man? Yeah. So for Father's Day, yeah, we want to make sure that we bring someone in. So we can get entertained again. Native Omaha Days is coming up this year.
Yes, it is.
And for those that did not know, they moved the date, y'all. They moved the date. They moved it. They moved it a week earlier. So normally it's the last week of August. Now it moved it up to the last week. First week of August. They moved it to the last week of July. So Native Omaha Days begin July 24th and it runs through July 31st. This is the first time that has happened. So make sure you guys notify your relatives. I know some people have pre-planned some stuff based off of what happened in prior years. So our councilwoman has arrived. We're going to take a quick break. But before I go, today is Love Day. Some people call it Sucker Day. And some people call it Valentine Day. I get it from my homeboys. My homeboys, they be calling me on air. He said, "Oh, yeah, this is Sucker Day." I said, "Yeah, you do. We do get a lot of suckers, though. Yeah, you do get suckers on Valentine's Day." I remember going to all the, school parties. You get your little sucker. It said, "Treat me, kiss me on it." And you get, and you're so shy. And you get to that girl, that girl that you want to talk to all year long, and you can finally get that piece of candy to talk for you. Yep. So it works, y'all. It works. Now you're dating yourself. It can. That's right. On keep dating, without doubt. So my tip one, to get love. All right. If you don't have love right now, God wants you to have a little love. All right. Now you gotta have a smile on these tips. All right. All right. These are tips. All right. But they will help. These are serious tips. They have been proven by science. I'm just trying to say it with a smile. Okay. Now, love the hold second. Love the one that love you. All right. Or that wants you. Because I know we always seeking other people that we want, and we waste a lot of time. But then somebody wants you, and you're ignoring them. So today, call them back. Love the one that that want to love you. All right, that's a tip one. All right, tip two, same tip. Love the one that want to love you. You can't go wrong with that one, y'all. I heard that from out of town. Could we be chasing? No, love the one that want to love you. Okay, and then the third one is extroverts. You extroverts, you like to talk. Help the introverts out. Help the introverts out on both sexes today. Just call y'all know they shy. Be your extroverts, help the introverts. Then I'm telling you, love will happen. Okay, those are my 3 tips. I'm gonna be right back with you. We got the Councilwoman. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday, and make sure you guys tell the truth to yourself. Be purposeful. Tell the truth to yourself, but also, oh yeah, accept the constructive criticism because it is a criticism of love. Let me see who we got next on the bill. Who we got? Hold on a second. All the music that we play is from the Burbs, the Bluster. Could we actually love our neighbors? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can play this one. Hopefully, this is the right cut. This song's called Thief. Girl, you stole my heart from me. Hopefully, let me see. I think this is the right one. Oh, yeah, there you go. My man, Louis L. Mackin on Love Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. You know, y'all will give y'all a love song. Man, we got skills in our city. Boss with me. Louis L. Mackin right here from the O. Boss with me.
Know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. Oh, yeah. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey. Sit right up under my nose, but I was still able to breathe. But she that much smarter than me. Guess she wanted better than me. Guess she wasn't ready for me. Just wanted to see what was free. Why would you take it from me if you got plans to replace it? You ain't trying to protect it. You don't want to embrace it. You just want to possess it. It was golden. Please call the police, cause my shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. Oh, yeah. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey. I should've knew it right then. My heart was skipping a beat. There was up under my feet. Guess all in the moment of heat. Guess you were the one that I needed. But as far as I could see, it was so sacred to me. But you ain't holding no secrets. You just wanna expose it. Damn, I really look stupid. Social media knows it. This house wasn't open. You just broke in, and my shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey.
replacement may be a hell of a lot worse.
Man, that was my man Louis L. Mackin. Oh man, girl, you a thief. Girl, you are a thief. You stole my heart away from me. But I doubt on this love day. Some people call it Sugar Day, but no, y'all, it's Valentine's Day. Make sure you guys take the time out for those that have actually been showing you love, without a doubt. Apologize to those that actually have been showing you love if you haven't reciprocated. Omaha, we got a star in a house. You know how these stars are. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates to introduce themselves. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. We'll get right into the dialogue because we want to get a snapshot of what's happening with the city. What's happening with the city? Every Friday, you know, we bring in Doug's County Health in regards to getting an update on our health. Well, you know, it's good to see what's the actually the health of the city, and particularly this district. Because I saw some statistics come out. Did you see the statistics from Dave?
No, I did not.
Oh yeah. Did you know North Omaha in 1980? Now, I talked about these statistics yesterday. 1980, North Omaha was 70% black.
Okay, I can believe that.
In 2020, the black population is only 38%.
Okay.
So North Omaha is not black anymore.
Okay,
it's actually it's more diverse because we've been replaced by those from Asia, as well as we got new immigrants from Africa, as well as from Latino that have moved in North Omaha that have replaced that population.
Right.
So you actually your area is really one of the more diverse areas if you really look at the latest 2020 census.
Okay, so this information that David provided to illustrate that the numbers have dropped since 1980 till current day status, it's 30%. He was able to back that information up using the census data?
Yeah, about 38%.
Okay.
38%. Yeah, it really surprised me that that many have left, but I can understand because I grew up in Hilltop Projects, so you had a concentration Hilltop as well as Pleasant View, Pleasant East, which is tore down.
Right.
The Good Neighbors, some people call it, I don't know what y'all call it now. They call it Yale Apartments, right off Lake Street.
Oh, okay.
Where they had the landlord and all those problems.
Right off of 33rd then Lake?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Right there, the apartments right there, they used to be all black. That's all Asian now.
Right. I agree.
The apartments that used to be Shalimar.
Okay.
Right off of Ames Street, about 65th Ames.
Near North Star over in that area? Yeah.
That used to be all black. Now that's all Asian.
Oh, okay.
And so, so you look at the change of our community, and some would say gentrification.
Right.
Oh man.
Some might say people just left away because they became affluent and they wanted to move to other areas that were more.
That's a possibility too.
More lucrative.
That's a possibility too. But I know Spencer. That had how many doors was that over at Spencer?
I would say over 100.
So doors. So maybe a population. It might have a 2 in each home.
Right.
So maybe 3 at the most. So that's about at least 500 people gone.
Right. Exactly. But those folks are supposed to have the first right of way in coming back as we build up again.
Okay.
Those Spencer individuals that were misplaced, that was one of the conditions that was made in that movement, that was a temporary move, but it should be replaced. First right of way should be given to those that were there before they rebuilt.
Okay. Have you seen? I don't know if you even checked the statistics or if this is even a fair question. Um, because obviously the people from Hilltop and Pleasant View haven't came back to this community. Well, maybe they're starting to trickle back a little bit
Okay.
because they did replace some of the Pleasant View with some apartments, and they are working on the east.
The east side
Yeah,
of
they
it.
are.
Mhm.
So it is started to trickle back.
Right.
It started to trickle back a little bit.
Right.
So you're talking about the same philosophy when it comes to Spencer also, but they're gonna be a little bit more purposeful because there was a problem with that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're going to be a little bit more intentional about making sure that the first right of way again is offered to individuals that were misplaced in the Spencer apartment. Lessons learned from the first shift, they didn't necessarily keep track of those individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, again, we're just being a little bit more intentional about what we're doing because we learned from the first time.
Now we got a lot of what we call them, refugees or people that's come from Afghanistan from all over the world and getting housing.
Right.
I just want to make sure that they don't move in front of our people that's been on Section 8 because there's not a lot of Section 8 homes. People got vouchers, but they can't find the
Placement.
homes. They can't find a placement, and since there's such a demand, the landlord can raise the price. And we really didn't have this problem. I know y'all get mad at me, but you can't get mad at me, and because of the border.
Okay.
And so you see some areas of the country where they are not renting to people that live on the outside, or no, they're not let people buy property that if they don't live in that community. Can we do something like that? Because I know we have a lot of problem with landlords that don't live here, that don't take care of our property, and leave. Can we develop something like that where?
Well,
or laws, because I know in Fremont, if you're a legal alien, you cannot work or live there.
Well,
and that's right up the street. I went to college there.
Well, William, this is African American History Month.
Yeah, it is.
And with that being said, our people have always operated from the philosophy that we can do anything. So to piggyback on your question, can we change the landscape to ensure our folks, people are protected, that they are not
taken advantage of,
that the owners are not leveraging their ability to have capital, ability to have money, more so than individuals that have less income in terms of home ownership. Certainly we can do that, but that all comes from the bill. Us creating a bill. And then I think it's kind of interesting that you're talking about that, because we're in that space right now where we're looking at a variety. I believe it was 800 and some odd bills that were submitted to the legislation.
Right.
So, we the people,
right,
we go to our officials and say, hey, this is some issues, and then they go and they rally and they advocate to change laws so that those kinds of things are addressed.
Right.
So we can do anything we want. We just have to know the mechanisms in which we have to address those concerns.
Okay, cool. And we were right into that dialogue, and mainly because these are issues that I get calls on all the time. I'm also on the Red Line committee. It's my first time actually going last night, and they gave me a book, The Color of Law, and it talks about a forgotten history of how our government segregated America.
Okay.
And so now you can see the unsegregation of America, because like we were like 70% concentration, now we're only 34. I don't know if that's good or bad, or 38. But I know one thing that does take away, it erodes our political power. And so Senator Chambers advocated for district elections, and this is the first time we actually had, and you're in your position because of the legislation that the senator fought for district elections. It wouldn't exist without this legislation, and because we had a high concentration of blacks, and that's the only way we can get power.
Okay.
And if we separate each other, we erode our power. And so that's really one my main concern is that we won't have a black representative represent North Omaha based off of demographics or the demographic change over the years. So
I would submit to you, based on the information that you just stated, that the census record indicated that there was a shift in the number of population in North Omaha as it relates to African American. You indicated that that was taken from a census tract. Well, we recall the census was taken in 2021, and I was voted into office in 2021. So based upon what you've provided me with, that the data that Don gave you, then wouldn't that say that I was voted in based upon 38% of the individuals being black?
Probably more. It might have been more.
That's contradictory.
I'm talking as far as you might have some crossover votes. You probably had some Hispanic voters, some white voters.
Right. To match up, to mirror what Dave or what Don said regarding the census tract, with this population only being 38%, only 38%, then we would, at the very least, we could conclude that 38%, if all 38% of the African American whom reside here voted for me, then that would be, so I'm just saying that, to me, it would indicate that my win was not just the African American vote. It would have to have been a variety of votes.
Yeah, that was more diverse.
Right.
More diverse. And I just looked at statistics, it surprised me. So, and so the political landscape is totally different. You got, they call it gerrymandering, where they changed the district lines and all that stuff.
There's been all kinds of discussions on that in city council after the election of last year. I think it was like October or November. We took a first step. We were proactive in city council in the fact that we divvied up the number of the population throughout Omaha and dispersed that evenly amongst all of the districts.
Okay.
So because there was more people being serviced in one area versus another, and so being proactive, City Council took a stance last year, and we voted so that we could proportionate that the number of voters more equally amongst the 7 districts.
Okay. Cool. Because you always, when you represent your district, you don't want your constituents to be eroded.
Right.
That's so. You've been on the council, this is your second year or going to your third year now?
Well, I've been on council for about a year and a half. This coming June, it'll be 2 years.
Okay. What's what have you learned? What didn't you expect? And what are some of your initiatives for the next couple of years?
Well, I've learned a lot. I've learned about resolutions, proclamations, ordinances, those kinds of things. Those are the 3 things that governs city council. I've learned that politics from a landscape of maybe you may not be the same definition of politics for me. For example, as a regular citizen, I had no idea that politics operated from a different lens when you're actually in the seat. When you're in the seat, a lot of moves, a lot of deals, a lot of things happen, not personally, but for objectives to accomplish certain things. People marry up, if you will, to get. So again, that political definition for a regular citizen versus a real politician is not the same. It's different. Different landscape.
Okay. All right. So your perception that you can change this, you realize that you need 6 or 7 other people to go along with that.
Well, majority of a 7 is 4. So you need at least 4 to make something happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, relationships. To me, relationships is the key thing to get things
accomplished.
Done. Yes. How has your relationships been with your council members?
I think my relationship has been fairly well.
Good.
They're getting to know me. I'm getting to know them. Yes.
Okay. So you can go to them anytime, advocate, legislation for this area. They'll listen and
yeah, I'm going to steal your word without a doubt.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we thank y'all. We thank y'all remaining council members for making sure that our councilwoman has an open door. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I learned earlier. I don't know if you ever did you know Sonny Foster?
I did.
Okay.
I did. In fact, I had a girlfriend that worked for him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sonny Foster, for you guys that don't know him, he's passed now, but he was a black man that ran Senator Nelson campaigns. A black man, and he won. He beat people. I think he won 2 elections, didn't he?
Yes.
And when I started getting into politics, he was one of my mentors. And I remember one time he and myself and Chris Rogers, because Chris Rogers was also one of his mentees per se. And so one of his meetings, he said that young men, that there's no permanent friends, there's no permanent enemies, it's only permanent issues. Have you found that? Especially because since you're talking about relationships and how people connect in order to get things done.
Right.
Have you found that to be true, that no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, there's only permanent issues?
Right. I believe that's true. And I guess he's really echoing what I just said. He just phrased it a different way. But yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in life, y'all, and the reason why I wanted to explain that, and that's just in life. So sometimes in life, no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, because you might need your enemy as your friend one day.
That's true.
And sometimes your friends, sometimes you realize that they wasn't really your friend. But if you stay on the issues will always keep you level. The issues will never change. You can manifest the issues, subtract the issues, or add on to the issues.
Right.
And so that's something that you actually can change. Friends, enemies, you can't.
Right.
And so with life, we also got to look at life. Now, being a councilwoman, and being a woman, we have Winning Women Wednesday. We do that on purpose because just how women are perceived in our community and treated. But as our councilwoman, you don't have no problem with respect, do you? Because we look at our great leaders like Shirley Chisholm, and you kind of remind me of Shirley Chisholm because you pull up your chair everywhere you go. I have never seen you not be afraid to go to any door. Do people fear you because you're a black woman, or do they treat you different because you're a black woman? Not from the majority community, but also from our community, because people always perceive that women can't lead the church, such and such and such and such. But my mama was 5'5", no jive. You know what I mean?
I would like to think that we're in the 21st century, and we're talking all this diversity and inclusion. I would like to think that we're changing how we're our perception of folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm looking at Fortune 500 companies that are really embracing diversity. They're understanding that it takes the whole village, if you will. It takes the differences in people's characters to really look at a problem and identify it, not only identify it, but solve it in a real way.
You know what? I'm a MBE, Minority Business Enterprise, and the only way to really measure that is with actual dollars. And I'm in rooms with corporate, and you hear rhetoric of their diversity programs, but I want us to challenge, and we want to see the actual books to see how much they are spending with local minority vendors, so we can see it. Um, I in these days, I had 2 grandchildren. You got grandchildren?
2.
See, and so it's up to us to make sure that we develop conduits of opportunities for them.
Right.
No one else is going to do it. We got to make sure that we get it done. And corporations, have a responsibility, because the last representative who you beat, asked him this question, and this particular question becomes with taxation, because ConAgra, who was not taxed, and those tax dollars should went to North Omaha because they're part of your district. And there's a lot of other companies that's in your district, but they get tax breaks. And so I think Ben said it was like about a few $1 billion of people to get tax breaks that should be going back into our community, but they get tax breaks to bring them here, to recruit them here. Have you? Because we pour over here, and we still get tax breaks to the corporation. Are we gonna look at that because ConAgra took advantage of us? Now they ran out of town. They didn't pay no taxes, and they ran out of town.
But here's the thing: you're talking about tax increment financing, TIF. Big corporations are able to leverage that tool.
No, I'm not talking about TIF. I'm not talking about TIF in particular. I'm just talking about them not paying taxes. Just paying taxes because they get some type of waiver through the city council. And it's not just you, because 7 votes. In order to bring ConAgra didn't pay taxes because that was a tool to recruit them.
But that was the TIF program that allowed them to have their building, which is considered capital. They had their building. If you're in a blighted area, you had, back in their time, they had a 15-year opportunity to not pay taxes for their property. Okay. So
what about I talked to Senator Chambers just recently, and he talked about how he was able to maneuver that Mecca give back the turnback tax. He created that mainly because of his filibuster, and he talked about Senator Ashford. And Senator Ashford finally gave in because Senator Chambers went on every word. He put an amendment and a motion to every word, and so he know the rules. Right. And so he made them cave in.
Okay.
But Mecca, first of all, was they don't pay taxes either, and they're our district. They don't pay taxes like property tax owners. Like I'm a homeowner.
Okay.
I pay property taxes. They don't pay property taxes, and so that's why Senator Chambers was able to at least negotiate the turnback tax. So North Omaha and South Omaha got some money back. It's chump change, but it's some money.
Well, how many years have they been getting that?
What 3-4 years?
It's been longer than that.
Well, 8 years. What? How long Mecca been there?
As Becca is is now CHI, used to be Centric, Quest, and then the baseball stadium.
But it's chump change. What do they get? What 1% of their growth, of their profits, and they making millions of dollars, and they get little nonprofits, little money on North and South Omaha, where they're gonna get $10,000 grants, but Mecca get millions of dollars. So it's kind of like how Sir Chambers again, a foresight man, advocated that college players get paid. Now they're getting paid now.
Okay, but you're back to this. You're back to encouraging our community to get up and go and vote. That's where we land. Because if without a vote, we're not being represented in a mighty way. Mm-hmm. Okay. In other words, our thoughts, our ideas, mm-hmm. our wants oftentimes are not met. Mm-hmm. Why are they not met? Because we are the silent voice. Have you ever heard this phrase, squeaky wheel gets all the grease?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
That's what it is. And so,
so are we too silent? Are we too complacent? We
want to get, I'm promoting that we get our voices back. We start engaging, we start talking, we start going to meetings, start educating, start equipping ourselves with information so that we can be that advocate about things that resonate to us. Mm-hmm. That's the only way we move the needle. That's the true way we move the needle.
What are your concerns in regards to, as far as any legislation that you're trying to push, any statutes that you're trying to get passed? Is there anything that you really want to work on this year?
Well, right now, what I want to do in a mighty way is to bring small businesses in this area in North Omaha. Mm-hmm. After the riots, those businesses fled. And it's been over 50 years and we haven't brought those businesses back. We know from a national standpoint, small businesses make the world. Mm-hmm. And so if we really want economic growth to happen in our backyard in North Omaha, we're going to have to get those small businesses back up and running.
Right. Don't you think we missed the opportunity with the recommendations from Olson then? Because if the money was spread out to 370 people, uh-huh. Wouldn't you have a greater chance of success versus going to 35 businesses? I mean, I know you're statistically very smart, uh-huh. in the corporate world. Uh-huh. So the more you give, and I know you've been. I'm 50. I'll be 58. The philosophy, the methodology that you give to a few and they promise to give to the many has never worked. Show me one civilization or one methodology that has worked. And so they use the same methodology here. And so and you advocate for small business.
Yeah.
That's 370 businesses in North South Omaha versus 35. Wouldn't it be way more successful to have 370 businesses?
Well,
versus 35 or whatever figure it is.
Well, what I would have been more favorable toward would have been, say you have Get and Go down the street. Let's use that as case model.
Okay.
Well, we know in our community that Get and Go is really good at what they do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to see a larger Get and Go?
Without a doubt.
Okay. So, we can work with what we have, but make those businesses expandable, more vibrant, more.
So we do agree. So you do agree that the money should have been directed to small businesses that's been and that has the capacity to grow.
Well, build capacity.
Right.
So now you talking about adding. My vision would have been to add with Get and Go is the example, the model, and expanding that, because with that expansion would have came people from outside of District 2 to come into District 2 and buy. If we're talking about moving the needle on 24th Street after getting the influx of money regarding the streetscape, we're gonna have a beautiful street, but the businesses got to come and become sustainable.
And I asked the city, they're not building those builders on the street. They're just building this.
This is the money that Don Bacon blessed this community with, is for the sure purpose of creating a street design to make the infrastructure, to make the area look a heck of a lot better. But that's phase one. That's the first step. But I'm saying a second step would be to now bring in businesses. So that's what I'm advocating for as city council, is bring in businesses. Now, I mean, come on. $340 million sounds like a lot of money, but it still can't take care of all of our small businesses in Omaha, in North Omaha, in that way. I'm just saying that it would, in my opinion, it would have been nice to have identified one, two, or three of those businesses and thought about expansion and gave them a leg up. I understand that the vision and the recommendation is totally different. I'm not knocking that. But now it becomes my responsibility to find tools for these businesses that I'm talking about, to see what I can do from my scope, from my level, to help them, because we need that. That's where we're at right now. We need small businesses to blossom.
Well, you know, I just went to the meeting that Willie Hamilton had, and the small businesses, they feel they don't have no hope. And again, these are just recommendations, and we are meeting, for those that want to know, we are meeting behind the scenes. But I got calls from grown men that have buildings, that have infrastructure. They were so hurt by them just being totally ignored. They've been around, these two my men that's been around this 10, 20, 30 years. That's been, like you said, small business. They've been blood, sweat, and tears, their own investment. And now opportunity to come in census tracts, and then people that have not been here, that are paper organizations, people are just not happy. And I don't know if were you at the last community meeting that Willie Hamilton had up at North?
I was.
And you was in the room, people was not happy.
Well, yeah, but the consensus that I heard at the end was everybody was okay with the recommendations. That's what I heard at the end. Am I right or wrong?
No, I left early, and as far as my report, everybody didn't get a chance to have the mic in order to express their opinion. And so there's only two mics. I think they only made one or two mics.
Okay.
Okay. And user audience were shouting. They didn't have a mic.
Okay.
So no, everybody get a chance to express their feelings. Of course, those that have the mic, you know, you can control the dialogue like I do. But it's just a great opportunity, and some people see the same thing going on.
Okay, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, these funds came about as a result of the pandemic.
Okay, so why did Charles Drew getting the money? Because Charles Drew, I'm
spinning the coin
because Charles Drew's in your district, and that's the only hospital we got.
Right. These funds came about as a result of the pandemic. But
Charles Drew's the only one open.
So
COVID wasn't existed. So 2020, I don't say Councilwoman. 2020, Charles Drew was saving lives.
Right. But let's imagine if the pandemic had
I-
not arrived, if the pandemic had not surfaced.
It happened.
But had it not.
But we can't say that. It has.
But had it not,
nobody get no money.
We would have
Nobody get no money.
Then what would we do as a business to move things along?
Well, we still have racism because in the last election that you won, Nebraskans voted to keep slavery language on the Nebraska Constitution. It got voted off, but 300,000 people voted to keep it on. We only population of 200. So that's a condition. Black men in Omaha is the most endangered species in America. That's what's going on, Councilwoman. So when we from a black man perspective, everybody else is cool for everybody else. But when you're a black man, what we go through is totally different from what a black woman go through.
And I agree with you.
Period.
But we went right back to that voting block. We went right back to that voting block.
Well, most of them we're in jail. We're in jail.
But here's what I know. There are registered voters in North Omaha that do not go to the polls and vote.
I agree with you.
In a large number.
Why is that?
Because, like you mentioned, that hope
is gone.
That hope
is gone. The hope is gone.
Hope is missing
because you know why? Because they get cheated all the time. They get cheated, and even in this situation, people are feeling the same way. So the hope is gone.
But how do we restore hope?
We're doing it right now is by negotiating in private and not being disrespectful to each other in public. People I'm telling you are speaking to each other that haven't spoken to each other in years.
Right.
So stop
the division.
Yeah, right. So it is hope. It is so it is. But I need you to get in the conversation, Councilwoman. If they're not inviting you, that's what I'm talking about. That's the disrespect I'm talking about in regards to being a woman and not respecting you as our leader. And to me,
well, to me. If it were me and my city council representative was not being included in rooms, I wouldn't be in the room and not say anything about it.
Okay.
That becomes the residents, that becomes the voters' responsibility to uplift the representative that they put in office.
Right.
So if I'm able to get away with murder, I mean, that's drastic, but if I'm able to get away with murder, guess what? I'm going to do it. Now, I wouldn't do that, but maybe I should use some other characterization because someone might think I'm that drastic. But if I'm able to go into a store and steal a bag of chips and come out of there free and clear, then although the store owner saw me or the clerk saw me when I took that bag of chips and they went on out, they allowed me to go on out that door. So they were complicit in the movement, but they said nothing. They let me go on out the door. So that's the same thing here. If we are in places and spaces and we think the person that we voted to be in office to represent our needs is not being included, then we should be saying something.
I agree with you. Well, I'm glad we talked about that because I'm going to invite you to the meeting. I'm going to invite you to the meeting. You should be there because we need more legislators around for real. So make sure you invite the councilwoman. If you know that she needs to be in the meeting, make sure she's there because that's her role to advocate for us
and support. Support and make sure that you get the things that you need. Yeah.
And then we can't say that she's not doing this, she's not doing that. If she don't know, how can she? And so let's help her out. Let's help her out. And I know,
like Johnny Rogers say, teamwork make the dream work. That's what it takes. All of us to work together collectively, no matter what it is. We get more work done when there's more of us.
Councilwoman, anything that we didn't discuss?
I need folks to support me by coming to City Council. If you're not able to come to City Council, please read the agenda, educate, equip yourself with the information that is being decided upon. It may very well impact you, if not you, your family member, or even your grandchildren. So please, please consider coming to City Council. If not, please educate yourself on those conversations. Then also, there are a number of community meetings that we have, because right now I am pushing and pushing and pushing that we don't just make decisions in our communities without participation, without engagement. So if I'm pushing for folks to have that conversation, then I need you to show up so that they can talk to you about these things.
Right.
So again, if we're going to move the needle in North Omaha, we have to do things differently. We have to work together collectively. We have to show up just like other ethnicities, other cultures show up when things are going to impact their livelihoods. They show up. We need to do the same thing. I encourage you to become more engaging. I understand that some things have happened in the past, but we can't fix the past. I mean, there's no way we can fix the past. All we can do is work on today and what's going to happen in the future.
Right. But that means that we don't want to repeat the past too.
By we don't want to ignore the past.
Right.
We can learn lessons from the past. But again, we're in the here and now. And that means we have to take action. And action is participating.
All right. How can people get in contact with you to make sure they can invite you?
Okay. They can call me at 402-444-7000 and ask for City Council. The staff will answer the phone, and you would then say you want to leave a message for your City Council person. The other way, you can email me, juanita.johnson@cityofomaha.org. I will be having meetings, community meetings, the second Monday at 6 p.m. and the fourth Monday at 6 p.m., beginning this fourth Monday in February. But going forth, it will be the second and the fourth Monday of each month.
Okay. Where could be holding the meetings at?
The meetings will be held at Heart Ministry right off of 24th and I think that's Benny or Work, somewhere around there.
Yep, between Benny and Work.
Okay, so again, please come to the meetings so that we can engage in dialogue and get into the heart of the matter as to what we can do to make a difference in our lives.
Right now. Well, we got some comments, Brother Wells, Sister Easter, Sister Jones. People are really concerned again about the investment we've been getting at spanking since 1969 by the state of Nebraska for the wires. That's why we're the only section in Nebraska that don't have a business district. 24th and Lake. And so I know I'm stuttering, the councilwoman, she powerful. So, I stutter sometimes.
Well, I have to correct you by saying we do have one business improvement district, and that's along the corridor 24th Street.
Well, yeah. What are you talking about? More businesses. We got 4 businesses over there. You got clothing store, you got the food store, you got a couple of, that's it.
Right. And we
got a couple of private establishments.
Yeah.
It's not really no business. I mean, there's business, but not everyone can feed off everyone.
Right.
So
So what can we do as a community?
Well,
what can we do as a community action? What can we do as a community?
Well, I was very optimistic, Councilwoman. I'm very. After I saw those numbers, the depletion of our community, we're not going to have no more political power pretty soon. If they continue to not replace black people with black people and replace them with other ethnicities, our power is gone. Everything that Senator Chambers worked for is gone.
But you're kind of painting a dim picture here.
No, but that's the way it is. I mean, because I got the statistic for being a black man. I mean, it is. I mean, I'm very. I work for God, but man, I gotta go back to God and talk to God on this one because over time, if they keep continue, it could roll away on our political power, and we have very little representation already. We got 2 in the state, 1 on the county,
right?
One on
the city.
4,
right,
out of 2 million people. I mean, we got 4 people to represent us. Honestly, and that's about to be eroded pretty soon if this area continue to be gentrified. And I don't know what we're gonna do because we can't change people's attitudes,
right?
Of how they feel about black people,
right?
And we already got the statistics. I get calls from Sarpy County and Dulles County. They listen to the radio station. This is the only station they listen to. I get calls asking me to. So that's how connected I am. And if we don't do something, if we let the same mechanisms continue, then
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I have no hope because even as a radio station, we didn't get recommended for no money, but we're part of national security. During the pandemic, I had a letter that I could move around. Did you get the letter?
I'm in transportation. Yes.
Okay. All right. So then to me, people get the letter. So you had to be a person part of national security in order to get that letter. We didn't get no money. Kenny and them, the hospital got a letter. All these people that got money, they didn't get the letter. And so if the pandemic happens again, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be closed, and you know who's gonna be open? Charles Drew and 95.7 of the boss. And we didn't get no money. So that's a problem. That's a real problem. That's a problem. We're connected with the president of the United States. I'll show you the paperwork. I put it in my paperwork. We're connected. We gotta be open. We're part of the emergency alert system.
Exactly.
And we don't get no money as a radio station. And the only way we stayed open was because of Charles Drew. Charles Drew spent money with us.
Oh wow!
The state of Nebraska spent money with us.
Okay.
The county spent money with us because in the city, those are the only people that had money during the pandemic.
Wow.
Everybody else was closed. Everybody else was closed. The money came to the universities. It came to the government agencies, and it came to the hospitals. That was the first phase of money that came out from the federal government because everything was closed.
Right. Yeah.
That's how we stayed open. So churches was closed. Everybody get mad at me because they call me Reverend New Hope. The only hope you got.
Well, I'm glad you were able to stay up. I'm glad you were able to provide that service for the community.
But I'm about to close though. We about to close because we can't get. I can't continue not to pay myself. I can't continue not to give service to a community that can't afford because they not getting no money. The few always take from the many, and that's why people are hurting out here. What's the Councilwoman plan on going to meetings to listen? She should have not ran office. Well, the Councilwoman said that we got to actually invite her because a lot of times people aren't inviting her. So I'm not going to. So if we're going to tell the truth, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We actually try to tell the truth. If she's invited, I know she's came, and so I encourage Brother Dunn, invite her.
Yes, please invite me. I do receive, when I receive invitation, I would say 75% of those invitations I show up.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay.
So if you're not seeing me in places that you think I should be at, more often than not, it's because I did not receive the invite.
Okay. All right. So, Brother Dunn, let's put her to that challenge. Invite her if you know that she needs to be there. Invite her, because it's necessary. It's necessary. So the emotion. So you see my emotions.
This new guy named Ron Johnson, new cat.
Okay. Oh heck yeah, look good too.
Yeah.
We got. I told we got to invite all of the black
media
people. Yeah, so we get to know each other and help each other out. But Councilwoman, I'm glad you came here spontaneously.
Okay.
I'm gonna invite you to the meeting because you should be in that meeting regardless.
Okay, what meeting is next?
We gotta talk off the air.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
It's behind the scene because sometimes you gotta have small meetings.
Okay.
In order to get things done.
Okay.
In order to get things done.
All right. Cool.
And you are representatives. I don't see why you shouldn't be in the meeting.
Okay.
For sure. But I appreciate you guys for support 95.7 The Boss. We are very candid. We try to be as honest as possible. I told you I'm about 85% saved. Yeah, I'm about 85% saved. All right.
I don't think anyone is 100% saved.
Right. So I got 85.
Okay.
I'm working on 86%, y'all.
Okay.
So pray for me. Truly, we want to just thank you for supporting our councilwoman. Make sure that you give her a call so she's invited, so she can participate in the decision making process. Maybe she can help in the process. How will you know if she's not getting invited? And we can't go off other people's perceptions because people perceive that I'm crazy and that I don't believe in God. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm not crazy. Brother Dunn, want to ask, do you have a plan for North Omaha? Well, what's your vision for North Omaha?
My vision for North Omaha, more importantly than anything, is that all of us in North Omaha collectively join forces, join hands, and work together to accomplish things. That's why I will be having these public meetings so that we can identify some of the key elements for us to move that needle, to work within the structure that we have. We can disagree with the allocation or the recommendation of fund all day long. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, these are ARPA funds and they will not, for the most part, may not happen again. So we need to work with the tools that we have. So I would ask that you come and let's scratch our heads together and talk about what is in my toolkit that I can offer you to get what you need in order to make that small business happen.
Right. Councilwoman, what's your contact number again?
402-444-7000.
All right. Make sure you follow with Councilwoman Johnson. She's a representative here in North Omaha. However, she's a representative for the city of Omaha. Make sure that you reach out to her. I know she'll go out to events in other districts also. Again, if you're a city council member, you're a city council member for the whole city. You just represent just a district, okay? So let's get in a holistic mindset. Let's show a little bit of love to each other today because we want you to be truthful to yourself. You can expect other people to lie, cheat, steal, rob, even plot to kill you. But if you, hey, I'm a former probation officer. And,
so you use the analogy like I did with if someone kills you, okay?
Heck yeah, without doubt. I just true life. I got my badge right here. I'm a former probation officer, and so I'm a realist also because I had two brothers that got killed. I had two brothers that have got killed, and I've always wondered what kind of man would I have been if I grew up with my brothers. And so you guys, I take this stuff real serious because my mama couldn't read and write. I grew up 6 blocks in Hilltop Projects, no one perceived that I would be anything. And so that's why I speak strong with intelligence, because if I can do it and I'm from the projects, I gotta let them other brothers and sisters know that if I can do it, you can do it. I still stutter a little about it. I still stutter. I still got fallacies. I'm still not perfect.
Nobody is.
Right. But I still keep moving forward, y'all. You got to believe in yourself. And I'm telling you, as a community, the best way is truth. Be truthful to yourself, but also accept constructive criticism. I used to get it all the time from my mom, my daddy, and my coaches, my peers. And I surround myself with people that are not yes men and yes women. I surround myself with people that actually criticize me because I know they love me. If I'm slipping, they let me know. If I say something wrong in the air, I'll get a call from one of the elders, for real.
Right. That's good. That's good advice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real. So you know, you got to have, I surround myself with people that criticize me. That means they love me. I'm not talking about the criticism that put you down. Are you ugly and all that? No, not that kind of criticism.
Not that. Constructive.
Yeah, constructive criticism. So you need complete school, or you need to not drink that extra spirit. So that kind of love, y'all. So Councilwoman, we appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate North Omaha. And happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Without a doubt, y'all, show some love today. Without a doubt. If you don't have no love, I got my points, y'all. If you don't have no loved one, if you don't have no girlfriend or boyfriend, these are some tips. All right. So I'm pretty sure some club gonna be open tonight. You can test it out tonight. or you know you have somebody that's been chasing you. You know that really like you, and you've been avoiding them because you might not them because you chasing somebody else. I'm telling you the best advice that I got from one of the OGs. You said, man, you gotta love the one that wants you. You gotta love the one that wants you. That means they'll be way more sincere for you. That means they actually love you. They care about you. The one that you're chasing, they probably chasing somebody else. Tip 2, again, same thing. Love the one that want to love you. All right. And then tip 3, extroverts, male or female, help the introverts out. They shy, y'all. Help the introverts out. All right. We're about to get out of here. My man E-Dub is coming up next. 7 o'clock. We got Mr. Soul Show. Sherman said $40. What's the $40, Sherman, for? What, $40? $40. Okay. I'll take a $40 donation. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We're going to be back with y'all tomorrow. Again, today's Tell Truth Tuesday. Be truthful to yourself. Boss with me.
Like a ball back, fall back and squeeze on that beach. Till you must but a new member of the twerk team. Bouncing that thing in them jeans, got it jerky. Busting up the scene in them jeans, that is working. Make that thing clap, G-Bang, loose paces. Down south, girls love to do them twerking dances. Country cone, red, fed, never scared. Open legs, lady in the streets, but a real in the bed.
I do whatever to spoil you. Tripping about you like I'm running on oil. You a queen, you're holding me near as royal. I just wanna caress, rough sex, break you down and adore you. But first, let me know what's on your mind. Looking like it's something wrong, I can see the sign. I ain't here to judge you truly and honestly, not the kind. So perfect, I'm a player, but for you, I get in line. The type of vibe I still go fall in love with being blind. Don't know how to approach. Heard you got a man, damn, I'm a fan, really in. Just don't wanna do the most. Got me in my feelings, late night rain in my nose. Like, girl, I'm rich, I'm pretty sure you in a different boat. Wanna take your time, no problem, girl, that's fine. I understand there's probably many out there want you, I'm not the only one. Trust me, I ain't dumb, but I'ma keep applying pressure till you don't see none.
I just wanna show you that I can do better, baby. won't stop till you let me give you up. Till you let me give you up.
Smoking to the face, just thinking about you got me stuck in the space. Heart pumping like I'm ducking the jakes. You don't want no debate. Put me in that mood, none can relate. I'm a superstar, I don't really chase. But you, like a cup full of ace. Heard you got goals, let me know what I could embrace. Feel your heart cold, tell me what I gotta erase. Got a dark soul, but with you I kind of feel safe. Ever feel out of place? Hit me, I'll be there. No, it ain't too big a problem, my face. I'm in with you, girl, I won't never doubt you. No, it ain't no in this work it out. What I'm willing to do for your love, your smile, your kisses, your hug. I'm just about you so
I just wanna show you that I can do that. Baby, won't stop till you let me give you up. Till you let me.
All these girls in the club gotta have me one. If I see a bad bitch, I'ma snatch me one. All the money in my pocket, I'ma bag me one. Body, yaddy, yaddy, she a stallion. She got knees like Megan, knees like Megan, knees like 95.7 The Boss. Knees like Megan, knees like Megan, knees like Megan, knees like. You really make me wanna have a child. I've been on the Henny all night and I'm around. Yeah, you gon' make me spend a couple $1,000. You deserve a trophy, girl, you make a proud. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. You the type of woman that a man wanna meet. Put a ring on it, get your Range Rover keys. Put you on the flight to Japan overseas. I just wanna be your only man, yeah. If we can make our only fans, yeah. You can get low, girl, you real athletic. Drop it to the floor, do your knees like Megan. All these girls in the club gotta have me one. If I see a bad bitch, I'ma snatch me one. All the money in my pocket, I'ma bag me one. Yaddy, 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 she a stallion. She got knees like Megan, 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 knees like
yeah. Told me set the camera up, she wanna make a movie. I can tell it's juicy, yeah. No, I'm on that liquor when I'm feeling on a booty, yeah. Oh no.
Let's go.
I wanna show you some things.
At DJ EW23, let me know what you want to hear.
I noticed you're so
Welcome to the block party.
out the freak. Better play nice. Bottle popping to the daylight. I put you on if it feels right. Let's keep it going till it's no minds, yeah. Do you mind if I come through? Mind if I touch you? Mind if I mess up your front too? Pull it up, roll it up, we can smoke. Do you mind? Put it in my face. Do you mind? Make you tap out, don't play. Do you mind? Over on the west side, the best side, you know it's only good vibes. Do you mind? Do you mind, girl? Do you mind? Will you let me do you right? Can I have a night? Don't make me ask you twice. I like what I like, I'm not the type that's gonna be stalking you. Oh, I know I'm a player, but I wait up, shoot my shot, and then I follow through. You sound good. I wanna give my heart to you, put that ass in hugs, and I call I show up. Lick it, then I talk to it, get it, now you walk it. Do you mind? 5 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my yard. Yeah, my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Try to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. Try to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind. My mind demands. All these thoughts are troubling. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right there, I really need time. I need to free my mind. I really need I need to free my mind now. I really need time. I need to free my mind. I really need mine now. Yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me love that you cannot miss. One thing to God that you cannot
cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot face. This is the piece that you cannot buy. Finding a way where you cannot see. Man with this system, he cannot pray. I need to find the lead. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts are troubling. I need to give up my name. I need to give up my name. My mind, I need to be understanding. When it's time to leave my life, when it's trying to break me out.
She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on.
Hey, this is Naomi, and Binky, Sarah. We're looking for our favorite cousin. Where is he?
E-Dub. Electric Red is looking for you.
She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. I tried to give it all to you, baby. Brand new Mercedes, a newborn baby. And I told you love too lazy. Damn, all you have to do is love me, baby. And that gets so frustrating, yeah. Why you wanna go and test me, baby, yeah. Baby, and tell me I'm failing, yeah. Keep telling me things like you done trying with me, done fighting with me. Gave you a ring that was going off the deep end. Yeah, on daily on my train for the weekend. Sent you some things that were not gonna drink it. Like, really with for the wrong reason. Cause it wasn't me all the time I started reaching. That's just and me. I'm salty, I need my bones keep bleeding. Found a new man, so I gotta move on. Cause you gotta know my gender was some way better know. Wow.